This is a regular domestic pig we are all used to, and this is an Iberico pig. I know what you're thinking, but it goes to show you that the beauty comes within. They are so tasty not only because of their breed but also their diet, which mostly contains acorn. And just like Wagyu cattle, these pigs live the dream. That is why they are so prestige. Whenever you're tasting it, it is almost impossible to describe. But today we're going to be doing our best to describe it to you what it's like as I cook the Iberico pork experience, aka the best pork in the world. So let's do it. And to start off this awesome experience, I'm gonna start with this one. It is Iberico pork baby back ribs. Once I took it out of the packaging, this is what it looks like. To my surprise, there's not a lot of meat, but at the same time, you can see that the marbling is absolutely insane. And if there's one thing I already know tastes amazing is Iberico pork. Like every rib, the first thing we gotta do is to remove the membrane in the back. That is pretty easy to do. Just work your way around with the back of a spoon and start removing it. Once you got the beginning started, just grab a paper towel and pull it all out. As you can see, once I did, it revealed the incredible amount of fat there is on this rib. And like we all know, fat is flavor. Now since there's not a lot of meat on them, I decided to remove every other bone. This will allow both ends of the rib to have a nice chunky bite. By the time I was done with the butchering, you can see that the bones are completely clean. And on the other hand, I was left with a nice chunky rib. That is exactly what I'm looking for. And if you're wondering if there's a lot of meat on the bone, check it out. There's almost nothing left. But now that I got my Iberico ribs ready, now there's left to do is to season them. So for that, I started with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper, a good amount of garlic powder, and finished it off with smoked paprika. Now there's left to do is to mix them well and make sure they're all coated with the rub and my ribs are ready for the smoker. But first, we gotta move on to the next meat. And for that, I'm using the most prestigious of them all. It is Iberico pork tenderloin. And if you've never had this, give yourself a treat. Once you try it, you will understand why. After completely remove them from the packaging, this is what they look like. This is one of the most prestigious meats you've ever seen on this channel. It is not easy to find, so when you do, make sure you get one. Like every tenderloin, the first thing we gotta do is remove the silver skin. Just be real careful, make sure you get a nice sharp knife and don't remove any of the meat. As you can see, by the time I was done, this is exactly what you're looking for. Only the silver skin was removed, nothing else. To season a prestige cut of meat like this, you must keep it simple. The last thing you want is to mask the flavor with some rub. So I kept it simple with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder, nothing else. Make sure you season all sides including the edges. As you can see, by the time I was done, every single edge was completely covered. But now that we have this one ready, it is time for the main event. And I'm talking about this one, Iberico Secreto de Bellota. This one you can compare it to as good as Japanese Wagyu A5. It is the best piece of pork you can ever have. Once it was removed from the packaging, this is what it looks like. To say that this has great marbling is a complete understatement. And if there's one thing on your bucket list you must try it has to be this one. Because I can honestly tell you, everyone that tried it with me said that this is the best of the best. And just like the previous one, it will be a crime to over-season this with any weird rub. So I kept it extremely simple with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder, nothing else. But now that we have all of our meats ready, I decided to make a simple side dish, but at the same time very delicious. And I'm talking about sweet spicy corn. And here's how to make it. I started with sweet corn. As you can see, it comes with the husk, and the first thing you gotta do is to take it out. Then you want to cut them in nice individual pieces. Start by boiling some water and throw in some milk. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below for you. To make it even better, I threw in some butter. Bring everything to a boil and throw in the corn. Let it cook until it's nice and tender. Once that's done, the next thing you want to do is to create a nice char. And for that, the best way to do it is to use a torch. It makes the job quick and easy with no time at all. The last thing to do is to make a mix of melted butter followed by a little bit of jalapeno. That will give a nice spicy kick to the corn. And when you're adding that to it, make sure you're not shy. As we always say, the more butter, the better. To finish it off, a little bit of flaky salt, freshly ground black pepper, and your corn is done. And that is how you make a quick and easy but flavorful spicy corn. But now going back to our meat, I am ready to smoke these beautiful ribs. For the pork tenderloin, I'll be using a wireless thermometer to make sure I hit an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. But for the Iberico itself, it's just gonna be straight grilling. And now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook them, so let's do it. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful spread of pork. What do you think, Angel? Huh?
I feel like I'm having a good day today.
Yes, you are. So here's the deal. These are all Iberico. I know you love Iberico. We love Iberico, everybody. So we have baby backs Iberico pork. We have tenderloin Iberico pork. Notice I cooked 2, everybody, but we only have 1 left. The family took the other one, yeah?
Oh, wow.
And then we have Iberico Secreto. Now, to clean our pellets as we're giving it a try, so we can give our people a fair review,
We got some corn.
We got some corn.
All right.
There's nothing special about this corn, just the way I always make it.
Okay.
Huh? Which
I'm
is
down
good.
for some corn.
Yeah, all right. All right, so with that being said, which one you want to try first?
That one.
That one? That one I think is going to be the best one, so it's a nice benchmark. You ready?
I'm down for that.
Let's go for that one. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, everybody. It doesn't taste like pork. It does not taste like pork, everybody.
It's as close to a Wagyu steak
Very fatty.
that you can get with any other like type of meat.
I agree with you.
Tastes more like a steak than
It's
a
like
pork.
a steak, everybody. It is absolutely phenomenal. Just like a steak, you don't want to overcook it. You want to cook it kind of like medium to medium rare.
It even kind of feels like a steak.
It feels like a steak. 145. Now, it's an extremely fatty cut. And it's just so good, huh? That is amazing. And I have a feeling that might be the champion. But then again, I don't know. This one is very prestigious as well. Okay,
Got some corn?
let's try the corn. It's like nice and smooth, silky. Super buttery though. Like extra butter. Corn is amazing. Definitely give it a try. And the jalapeno is not that spicy, so it gives a little hint. You know what I mean? Of a little spicy.
I barely got any anyway.
Exactly.
I took some off.
I say we go for the Iberico ribs, yeah?
Okay.
Now, you don't want these ribs falling off the bone. They need a little tug on it to give you a nice feel in your mouth. Ready for it?
Let's
Ribs,
do it.
buddy. Cheers, buddy. Iberico ribs, everybody.
Oh, that's good. It's like, it's like
That is
bacon.
amazing.
almost.
Wow. Fatty, juicy, a nice, wonderful flavor. It's still very, very porky though. You know what I mean? You can tell that this is actual pork. Yeah. It's kind of like a wonderful pork ribs that you tasted. You know what I mean?
It's good. It's above average for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
But it still tastes like pork. It is pork. You can tell right away. This is what you can tell, everybody. You cannot tell what that is. I tell you that right now. Try with the sauce, Angel.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. I had to
Let's
turn
see
it.
with the sauce if it's any better.
This side has more.
I mean, that sauce is amazing. With that sauce, it just tastes like a regular pork rib for me. You tell me
Sauce
what
is
you think.
almost like a glaze. It's so nice.
It is a glaze.
I like that sauce.
You like that sauce? Sauce or no sauce?
Sauce.
If you guys are interested on the recipe, always on the description down below, everybody. Are you ready for the last one?
Oh yeah.
Now,
So what was that, tenderloin?
tenderloin. Yes,
Woo.
tenderloin. Iberico tenderloin.
Okay.
You ready for this?
You're getting fancy with me.
This one is as fancy as you get. Cheers, everybody.
Oh. Ooh. Oh man.
Oh, boy. Now, I'm not sure.
Now is a fight.
Now it's a big fight. That's a good point. Now it's a fight. Now it's a fight against the Secreto and Tenderloin.
Oh yeah.
Pick a winner, Angel. Which one is the winner? Look which one I'm going for.
So
Which
you
one?
was that your selection right
That
there?
is my selection, everybody.
Well, let me
the
show you mine.
Tenderloin is phenomenal. Oh, the Secreto. Wait, not gonna lie. The Secreto is absolutely phenomenal. Huh?
Ooh.
It's better? Really? You sure? Oh my god. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try to this wonderful and very unique type of pork. It is an experience on its own. You agree?
Oh yeah.
If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.